Hello. Today we're going to solve one question of Maths chapter 10 index number. Okay, this one over here. Okay, table 14 shows this. Well, we need to solve the price of the component B in years 2011 and 2013 where RM12 and RM12. Okay, so over here, 1260. And this is the price, so the price index. So what is the formula for price index? It is I is equivalent to P1, which is the larger year. In this case, it would be 2013, would be P1, over P0 is a smaller year. In this case, it would be 2011 times 100. Since price index already refers to percentage, there is no need to add the percentage here, because whatever answer you get, for example, let's say you get 120 at the end, is equivalent to 100, which is your base, plus 20. That means the plus 20 here would mean that the original price plus 20%. And if you got the opposite answer, if you didn't get 100, you got 80. That would mean 100 minus 20. So the original price dropped by 20%. Now looking back at this question, the price of component B in years 2011 and 2013 were RM12 and RM1260 respectively. Find the value of X. Okay, X is over here. So I'm going to first write out the formula again. Okay, now we know that in the end we want to find the index we do not know. But what we do know is that at the end, this is in year 2011, price index for year 2013. Let me think. The price of component B. So it went from 12 to 1260. This is by 2013. So all we need to do, let me check real quick to the questions I've done before. Okay, what you need to do, take the, hold up. Okay, so the first price, P1, it had become 12 ringgit and 60 cents. At the bottom, it was just 12 ringgit. Times it by 100, and we will get the final answer, which is the price index. So here's my calculator. Turn it on. 12. You get 100 and hold on. This should be okay, you can't see it, but your final answer should be 105 ringgit, okay? Well, not really ringgit, the percentage. Now let's look at question B. The price of the component A in the year 2013 is RM15 here. Find the price of component A in the year 2011. Again, this is still using the exact same formula, which is I is equivalent to P1 divided by P0 times 100. But this time you have the final value. The price index was 125, so you can put that in. 125. Okay, do you have P1? Yes, 2013. Sorry, here. This is your P1. So you can put that in 15. Divided by P0, which you don't have, times 100. Simple algebra, you can throw this over to the other side. It becomes divide, because here is the magical, changer. So in the end, you should get 1.25, because again, 2 zeros. So you're moving 1, 2. 1.25. Then you have 15 over P0. Then to get PO, you basically you can either take PO over here so you become times. So we'll do this slowly. PO equals to 15, then divide it again. PO should be 15 divided by 125. I'm gonna put that in. So your final answer should be 12 ringgit, because this is the price index. Okay, over here it was the percentage. Over here it's the price, not really the index, the price, so RM. Okay, going to the third part. Calculate the composite price index for the production cost of the watch in the year 2013 based on the year 2011. Okay, composite price. Okay, already from here I'm going to draw a line. Already from here, question C, we're not using this formula anymore. We're using the formula of composite index, which is like this. There's a line on the top to indicate it's composite, and then the sigma symbol to indicate the sum of something, the weightage times by the index price, and then the sigma sign for the sum of the weightage. Okay, so the composite price index. What is the composite price index? You look back to the question. Electronic are used in the making of some type of digital wall. That means everything here, A, B, C, D, is equivalent to your composite index. So what do? We have to calculate this. We have to write it out. So the sum, you would take everything individually. So you see, you write 125 has to be timed by the weightage. Actually, sorry, the weightage first. So how do you know what the weightage is? Over here, they've given it to you through angles. This one, D, you can find by taking 360 and you minus off the rest. You should get 50 degrees. Okay, now for this part, normally when we calculate percentage, we would do this and you would get some percentage, right? But over here, we will not do that because we're gonna include that step over here, which is the sum of your weightage, to where we put 360. So that means already we're going to divide it by 360, which is the sum of the weightage. That means we can just directly take the value over here. Okay, does everyone understand? If so, we're going to continue on. Oops, sorry. So, okay, I'm going to rewrite this equation real quick. Cos interest, take everything times. So, it is A is 110 degrees times 125. Then you plus it with 140 degrees times, we know the index now, 105. So, times 105 plus 60 degrees times 109 plus this is 50 degrees because we calculated here 50 degrees times 110. Okay, now we divide it by the sum again because this was a pie chart. So thus we use 360. Now honestly, you can just type this into the calculator, so let us calculate this really quick. Put my thing down. So we're going to take times it by 20, 125. So 105, 60 times 109. You get this value, then we need to divide it by the sum. So my final answer is 1124722, and that is the answer. 112.47. Yes, so 112, sorry, you can't see it. 112.47. I can put in the extra decimals to if you like, but I'm gonna stop here. Now we'll solve the final part of this question. The price of each component increases by 10% from the year 2009 to the year 2011. Given the production cost of the watch in the year 2009 is 60, calculate the corresponding cost in the year 2013. Okay, first of all, 2019, 2010, 2011. Oops, this is a 3-year gap. Then from 2011, 2012, then 2013, this is another 3-year gap. So there is a method that we can use, which I like to call the clown method, which I'm gonna show you what it looks like really quick. It looks something like this in the sense that you have 3 months, draw a line connecting them, a smiley like that. It kind of looks like a clown. Like imagine this is nose, give it some eyes, give it teeth, you know. Okay, that's a very scary clown, but you get the idea. This is like the eyes. It's a very nice nose. Okay, but this is not drawing class. So when you use this to solve question, it looks something like this. Put the years in. So I'm gonna draw that out really quick. So I'm gonna start with the 209 first. So 09, 10, and then 11. Circle, 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 and these two connect. This will be your A, this will be your B, and the bottom one here will be C. Okay, so how do you fill it in? That's the question, right? Well, the equation according to this is C equals to A times, so C equals to A times B over 100. Like that, okay? So what is your C, you might be asking? Well, hold on, let me think for a moment. Okay, since this is 2009, we know that this will be 60, and it will increase by 10%. So 100 is the base plus 10. So over here is 1, 1, 10. That's your A. Then over here for your B, this is over here. Sorry. Your B would be 2011. 11, how much would that be? I think that would be whatever you got here. So 1, 1, 2. Let's try and sort that in first. So this is the formula. C equals to, let's see, if I take, that should not be the end of the equation by the way, but let's see, if I take 110 and I times it by 2.47, then I divide it by 100, I get, whoa, hold up, I get 110. 123.717. Then I need to find it all the way to 2013. So I actually run out of space. So I'm gonna try and solve this. Different piece of paper. So solving this, now we have 11, 2011, 12, 13. Okay, so 2011, we know it is, how much is it, 2011? Calculate all the way to 2013. The corresponding cost. Okay, you know what? I'm actually quite confused about this question. I don't know how to solve it, so I'm gonna come back to you on the next episode on day 7 to solve this. Okay, for now, have a good night and goodbye. Good luck with advance. At least we were able to solve question A, B, and C. D, we will leave it on hold. I'm just gonna write here on hold. Bye bye.